Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. And the pass is intercepted. Threads one in. Park Ji-sung. Played in by Park Ji-sung. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Oh, that's a key interception. Park Ji-sung. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Batistuta picks it up out wide. Oh, shooting chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that...
Williams! That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Lewandowski. Lewandowski! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Williams. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's Park Ji-sung. Now, can they get him away? And he's quick to get it clear again. That's a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Costa Curta. It's going to be another throw. And this is Batistuta. And it's Kukçu. Oh, super ball! He's tried one! Well, that is rather wayward.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong, and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Zaire Emery. Christian. Decent chance! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! There is the breakthrough. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And that has been cleared. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, this looks sharp.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nico Williams going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And that is a little undercooked. Pinches it off him. Now it's Lewandowski. Now that looks a decent ball.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking to play him in. And he's cut it out. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zaire Emery. He's got tall. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Park Ji-sung. Knocks it into space. And he's managed to get free. And this is Batistuta. Kukçu cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Throw in. Van de Ven. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Eintracht Frankfurt leading 1-0 at the break.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
That's a little off target. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Park Ji-sung.
Eintracht Frankfurt really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Nico Williams. And he's chosen to go back. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Robertson. Looking for option. He's had a shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 20.
And yes, it's him again. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation. 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Salamanca's finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, I'll tell you, Peter, keep an eye on him when he's got his back to goal, because he can turn on a sixpence.
Can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
He's picked his way through. Can he finish? Oh, that was brilliantly defended. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's the keeper's ball. Milan are looking to go forward now. And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Rafael Leao! That is wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next...
Takes a shot! Milan have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Son Heung-min looking to get on the end of this. Gabia did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Rafael Leao. Estupinian. Now who's going to be first to this? He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Now it's Ibrahim. And a chance! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! He's got himself an absolute peach. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the...
Tries a shot! Keeper's got his work done.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Played out to the left flank. Modric with the... He rises! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Son Heung-min. Serginho looking to run onto it. And he plays one through. And this is shot a goal! He's got a goal! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Griezmann. Shot. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Pavlovic does really well to win the ball there. And here's Griezmann. Back they go.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Salmakers. Rafael Leao. And that has been slung wide. That's good play. He is through here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And the shot! He scores! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Chance for a shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
This possibly the last play of the half. Real chance! Fantastic from Nkunku! A finish of true class! And they're at it again in There's the whistle for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Milan are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. There's the start of the second half. Estupinian. Here's Rafael Leao. And it's Salmakers. Messi. Oh, they can break here. And here's Griezmann. Thinks one through. And he's cut it out. Estupinian. And it's Nkunku. Rafael Leao. And this is Ibrahim. And the finish! And he hits the net. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Modric. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Rafael Leao. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. De Winter gets across to intercept that. Looking to play him in. Rafael Leao is onto it in a flash. Now it's Selmakers. It's Ibrahimovic! It's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
A continuación, se podrán ver en el marcador estadísticas detalladas sobre la primera parte.
Botafogo get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Central and defensive midfield is such a key area, Peter, for most teams. And I think in Emmanuel Petit you have one of the better players who can call themselves a specialist in playing that position.
And really appreciated at both club and national level. He has that defensive nous, but since moving forward into midfield, my goodness me, what a career he's made.
And his sense of positioning is superb, but perhaps most importantly, the ability to cover for anyone making a forward run.
Odo has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Pedri. Kukçu. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Shot could be on. Played into the box.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now that looks a decent ball. Spread out to the left. He's on it. Can he get away? Mbappe! He scored! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Botafogo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Asa! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cleared without hesitation. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Well timed, excellent interception. Bale. Now, can they get it back? Pedri. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Petit. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Figo. It's a mighty effort! He scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Suarez does really well to win the ball there. Aims beyond the defence. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Kukçu in acres of space out wide, and he's managed to get free. Kukçu! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Pirlo. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Tries to play it through. And it's Gullit. Hazard. And he's picked out the run. Aubameyang. And Aubameyang! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Ferdinand plays it all the way forward. That's an imaginative pass. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Figo, bobs him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Oh, super ball. Ambitious ball here. Well, that has not gone well. Palmeiras upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. And it's Petit. And this is Hazard. He's picked his way. Hazard! Hullet is the team's great visionary. And that's going to be a booking. Pedri. Now it's Hazard. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. That has been cut short. Pull it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Luis Suarez shoots! Marvellous goal! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Figo is onto it in a flash. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Botafogo come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Botafogo are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we're off again. Now it's Luis Suarez. This ended up in no man's land. Hazard. Now Mbappe. Rui Costa. Petit. No way through. And it's Hullet.
That's going in strongly.
Nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro with a definite fell there. And he's going to have his name taken. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 10. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
It's a threatening ball.
24.
Pedri.
Teremos uma substituição.
Hazard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's had it nicked away. Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Odo. Petit. Great ball, and he's in charge, surely! Cannavaro is there to clear. Pedri. Not the most accurate pass. Hazard. Palmeiras finding their passes.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Substituição.
Batistuta proves just a little bit too strong. Gets a good foot in there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's Ibrahimovic, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Looking for the run. Figo. He's come in hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well read, nice interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Plays a sharp little ball here, and he's got... Can he finish? It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Substituição em andamento.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Botafogo go two up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Well, that is one way to stop him. Van Basten gets flagged offside. Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. Bale kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And claimed it back swiftly. Batistuta, and the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Knocks it into space. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
And this is Rui Costa. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Petit, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. A header! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Botafogo blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Tries a shot! They've done it! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Well, look, it's going to be a very hard job to make sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated.
Well, that is the obvious worry, isn't it?
Yeah, usually managers play a compact midfield when trying not to give away space, but it gives you little scope when trying to create and exploit space yourself.
So emphasis very much on defence.
Absolutely.
Pirlo reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Olise! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Beckham. Searching pass he's played there. That has been cut short. And he's been shifted off it. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Beckham. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Quarter of an hour played. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a good ball out wide. Showing great feet there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Corner it is. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Looking for the run, and it's Yaya Toure. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Olise. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's got tall. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
This was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Botafogo still without a single shot on target. Stood up well to him there. Rijkaard. It's a searching pass. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. It's a pretty loose pass. Throw in. And it's Beckham. Nico Williams. Caresses it through. Played out towards the right wing. Produces a cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ferdinand. Thuram, always a very imposing presence at the back. He's being urged to... Big chance! Danger averted for now.
Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to play it through. Not the most accurate pass. Figo. Now it's Luis Suarez. Aimed beyond the defence. Figo. He could be in here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Can he get it through? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. And he's gone backward here. And the shot! Decent enough try.
Nico Williams certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Williams. Dink through. Olise gets flagged offside. Rijkaard goes steaming forward. Figo. Figo crosses. It's out for a goal kick. James. Tries to pass it through. And he cuts out the supply. Vitinha. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Williams. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
And we're underway again. So neither side has yet broken through.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Mbappe. Thinks one through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Tries to thread one through. Beckham looking to get on the end of this.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. And claimed it back swiftly. Luis Suarez! Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Nice sequence of passes, this. Manchester United are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Marquinhos. Mendes has it out wide and in space. Gullit. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Beckham. Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
Number 4, Marquinhos. Coming on the field.
Nuno Mendes.
Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 15.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Oh, good spread. He has found the way through. Decent chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Mbappe, foot in. Now it's Mbappe. Manchester United finding their passes. Now it's Olise. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gullit. Now, can they get him away? Beckham has it in a wide position. Here comes the corner. This is their second corner of the game. And it's Bale, looking here to chip it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nicely spread. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Just a quarter of an hour to play. James. And it's Yaya Toure. Played out to the left flank. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9, Mbappe. Coming on to replace him is number 20, Vinicius
Driven forward.
Substitutions taking place.
Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press.
Botafogo clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Distributed tidily. Now it's Olise. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Ferdinand gets it clear. He won't be happy with that one. Ferdinand. 5 minutes left on the clock. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vitinha will play through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. It's not an especially good pass, that. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Has been indicated.
Ibrahimovic. Oh, this is a very good run. 2 minutes to be added on. That's a throw. And time is up. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Botafogo certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best... Tries a shot! Thuram. DiMarco. In by DiMarco. Goes for a shot! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Botafogo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. DiMarco deals with that comfortably. Kaka. Played into space. Upamecano gets it away. Lewandowski. Indonesia are looking to break at pace. Now it's Kaka. That's a cute ball. Alexander-Arnold. Not the worst cross in the world, but still... And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, it's played into the area. Another pass, and he shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Olise wriggles his way through, and this is Figo. He's through, now is he in? And this is Hullet. Oh, smashing header! And he hits the net. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Lewandowski. That has been cut short. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, no joy this time. And it's Messi. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Olise. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. Bale. Pirlo.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Rui Costa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well read. Nice interception. Kaka. Here's Rodri. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he was quick to react. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Alexander-Arnold has it out wide and in space. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Messi, and he's being shifted off it. And it's Rui Costa. Upamecano calmly anticipates.
Added time.
Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. And the finish! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Botafogo will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And the game has already resumed here. Now it's Bale. Ibrahimovic. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Olise. He's got away. Olise. That looks a good cross. Out to the right. Closing in on goal. Shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. They've scored! And again they hit the front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Indonesia take the lead. And this is Luis Suarez. Figo is wide and looking to get onto this. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
He's picked his way through. Threads one in. Delivery from Mbappe. Ferdinand getting this one clear. Indonesia have it back and can go again.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Beckham. Puyol cuts it out. And he's lost his man here. Great ball and he's in here. Decent chance! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Just gorgeous, the most... There's the shot! Goal! Botafogo! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Botafogo go into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's Ferdinand with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Botafogo can make their change now with a break in play. Indonesia finding their passes. Lewandowski looking for a runner. Puyol makes the interception. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Beckham is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And this is Ibrahimovic, and he's had it nicked away. Kaka. And it's Messi. Olise. He's through here. Now it's DiMarco. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that has left him in a heap. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great ball if he can get there. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Figo, Luis Suarez, great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Bale, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And here's Mbappe. And it's DiMarco. Mbappe! That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Now it's Figo. Oh, delightful ball. Well, that had... Oh, he's been caught napping! Very much into the last knockings. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Indonesia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rijkaard. He's on it. Can he get away? Figo. So that's it. It is all over. Botafogo have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Ibrahimovic producing yet another big performance, just as the fans have come to expect. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. So all eyes on HA9. This famous stadium, still very much the venue, historically, for football globally.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Central and defensive midfield is such a key area, Peter, for most teams. And I think in Emmanuel Petit you have one of the better players who can call themselves a specialist in playing that position.
And really appreciated at both club and national level. He has that defensive nous, but since moving forward into midfield, my goodness me, what a career he's made.
And his sense of positioning is superb, but perhaps most importantly, the ability to cover for anyone making a forward run.
Botafogo have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Driving on and making good progress. And here's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Hullet shapes to shoot. Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And we have our very first corner. Van der Sar claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Short changes him with that pass. So what can they make of this? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Suarez proves just a little bit too strong. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's Luis Suarez! He's got away with one there. Scholes. He's beaten the last man. And here's Mbappe. He is through here. Mbappe. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Manchester United have it back and can go again. And it's lofted through here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
It's their second corner of the game. Manchester United can try it again now. Corner number 3 coming up. He's got full. Oh, he's hit the bar. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And back to the goalkeeper. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Knocks it into space. Well timed, excellent interception. Scholes. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Petit gets into some space. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Fletcher is the guilty party there. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for options for movement. He's being urged to shoot. Can he finish? fresh! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Goal! Botafogo! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Botafogo have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, delightful ball. Figo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's quick to get it clear again. That'll be a throw. Now it's Petit. He's picked his way through. Figo is one whose deliveries we all know about. And he's been shifted off it. Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. Pinches it off him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, it's a great shot at goal! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Pull it. He's a sharp little ball here. Figo. Luis Suarez. Lovely. Now, Rui Costa! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant, and as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today. Substitution for Manchester United.
The second half then, just getting going.
Emmanuel Petit.
Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's intervened well there.
Substitution in progress.
Can he get on the end of this? Darren Fletcher can see things others simply cannot. Botafogo come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good read.
That's great position.
It's Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Vinicius Junior. He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
The attendance for this match was
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they
97,559.
must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's Scholes. Well, that has not gone well. Beckham. And this is Luis Suarez. Played out towards the right wing. Figo is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, he's been caught. Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And that has been clubbed away. Beckham is always looking to break lines. Vinicius Junior. It's a searching pass. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Darren Fletcher. Just about up to 75 minutes. Costa Curta. A probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. And he cuts out the supply.
Botafogo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Beckham. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Hullet. Stood up well to him there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Beckham. And this is Luis Suarez. Now it's Figo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, it's Luis Suarez! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Botafogo take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Oh, shoots! Just off target.
Beckham certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
There will be 1 minute at a
That's
time.
been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous. Bale. And there goes the final whistle. Botafogo proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Luis Suarez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We have already started here.
It's an honour, Peter, to be in the presence of Roberto Baggio.
Well, there've been a few pretenders down the years, but surely he is still the true prince of Italian football.
Without a doubt, something about him just inspires confidence. He plays with a different brand of passion, a mindset all of his own. A maverick.
The very best in the business. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Nice looking ball. Kukcu. And it's Rui Costa. And this is Figo. And he's managed... Chance! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bale did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Pass somewhat off target. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pinches it off him. Now it's Luis Suarez. Vitinha. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Rodri.
Botafogo are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And he's had it nicked away. Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Luis Suarez, he has found the way through. Cross needs to be... Oh, what a climb! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Roberto Baggio. He's found the way through. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So a chance here. What can they make of it?
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out.
Header comes in! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Looking for options. Chance, surely! He's scored! Heracles are back in business! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Haaland! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Bale. Can he get on the end of this? And that is expertly dealt with. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Baggio. Carvajal, played in by... Big header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good-looking ball. Haaland. Pirlo. He might be in here. Now there's a... And he shoots! Heracles! Goal! And the comeback is complete. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Heracles get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling...
Big chance! Haaland finds himself offside. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rui Costa. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Vitinha. Rui Costa. And it's Luis Suarez. Hullet. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Carvajal. And the counter is on. Now it's Haaland. Pirlo. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
So off we go once more.
Botafogo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Roberto Baggio. Botafogo come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Vitinha. He's on it, can he get away? Beckham. And it's Beckham. Just eases him off the ball. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Can he get it through? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Vitinha is onto it in a flash. Now it's Haaland. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Botafogo really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. That's good play. Kukçu, cross into the box. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Applies the finish! Oh, good steal, he just read it. Great ball, and he's in, and the finish! Rui Costa. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pirlo does well to get it back. Vigo in acres of space out wide.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
He's in space and looking for options. He's cut it out. Luis Suarez. Now, can they get him away? Haaland. Vitinha. Rui Costa does really well to win the ball there. He's through here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well measured. Haaland! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
They've played it short. This looks promising. Turns and goes back. That's tidy. Haaland! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve.
He gets big! He has done it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Knocks it into space, and he's in on goal.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ball is over the line.
Substituição em andamento.
And it's Kukçu. And that's a good ball.
Heracles surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Out towards the flank. Delivery from Dani Carvajal. That'll be a throw-in.
Teremos uma substituição.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Heracles get their 4th corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Kukçu. And he's straight offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rijkaard. Bonucci is sharing after that one. Good running, strong and purposeful. Barella threads one in. That ball looks a good one. Oh, good ball! Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's got tall against the crossbar. He's missed, but not by that far.
Haaland could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
Rodri. Beckham powering forward here. Nicely weighted ball. Looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Heracles have it back and can go again.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Tries to pass it through. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. Botafogo did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more...